Hello, how are you? Shine Kelly here, uh, beautiful Vancouver, BC, and I want to share with you the next level. In the last few videos, we've talked about how and why to get happy and the 17 seconds to freedom meditation and the 68 seconds manifestation meditation, and we touched on how we were going to start building more into the realm of creating what we want in our relationships, in our physical health, and in our abundance. So I want to share with you a practice that I call the dynamic manifestation meditation, and it's more of the 68-second meditation, which if you watch back, we talk about how if one stays focused on thought or an idea or feeling for 68 seconds, that the essence of that thought or idea or feeling will manifest in your reality in that day if you're able to hold a pure focus on that thought. So it's just over a minute, and that's all it takes of pure focus to actually create something, some kind of experience that will then draw more focus, and eventually the energy becomes so strong that it actually you attract it somehow. It comes to you, or you have an idea that creates it, or you meet someone. So the steps to this dynamic manifestation meditation are: number one, to get into that clear space. So you want to do that 17-second meditation where you're breathing, focusing on that point in front of your eyes, and counting your breaths. And once you get to that balanced state and you're feeling clear and centered and grounded, then you want to start building on top of that foundation. And so the next step is to create some positive momentum towards what you want. So that can look like breathing and focusing on that point. And the energy is moving upwards, so you're wanting to move that energy up and focus always forwards, upwards. And if any thoughts or words want to come through, then it starts to build that positive momentum. Then you can allow that to happen. Usually I do it in my mind, but I'll do it out loud for the purpose of this. So I'm so excited to share this work with people who are ready for this. Oh, I can't wait to share with so many people. It's so beautiful. Share so many beautiful people who really want this, who are really going to use it, who are really going to share it. It's going to be so much fun. So that feels full. So there comes a point when you whatever you're focusing on, you build it to that point where it's just like, okay, it's done, it's full. So it can be whatever. Whenever I wake up in the morning, sometimes the thoughts are more general, especially if I don't have if I'm not really clear and I'm not focused on something, or I don't know exactly what I'm going to do that day, it can be very general. If I'm very clear and very focused and very just on the path of something, it's usually I just continue on that path and the momentum continues. So for me right now, I'm just so on the path of working with people and coaching and sharing this wisdom, this experience, these techniques that are going to support people in creating more of their lives that they love. So that's what's coming up for me, because it's just so present in my experience right now. But for you, it's going to be whatever's present for you. And so that's just an initial sort of making the best of where you are. And that's great. And if it works really easily, good. If it starts to drag you into other places where you're like, things are coming up, or you're starting to think of problems or issues, just one sec. Sometimes I have a little knot in my stomach that comes up, and it just means that I need to like move through something. So it's a good example, because this is what is going to happen for you too. Is as you move through different issues, little things are going to come up, little knots, little triggers, little patterns. Basically, you're going to be getting the energy moving very fast, and whenever energy moves fast, things that are in the way are actually going to cause more damage and cause more resistance than they would if you were going slower. So if you're driving a car really fast, a tree is a bigger deal than if you're driving a car really slow. So so for me right now, it's like there's a knot in my stomach, and so all I'm going to do is I'm going to breathe I'm going to focus on that third eye point, and I'm going to move the energy up. And whether that means moving through that issue or moving around it, so focusing on something else that brings me to a higher vibration, or focusing on this issue that brings me to a higher vibration. So whatever it is. So I'll just focus on that third eye point, and I'm letting the universe guide me and letting my intuition guide me to what is the most quick and easy way to move through this thing that's come up for me. I don't really know what it is, but I don't need to help you if you don't want it. I'm not here to help you if you don't want it. I want to support you only if you're ready. It's not my job to support you if you don't want. I want to support people who are ready. Yeah, it's not my work to save you or move you through anything if you're not ready. I want to support only people who are really open and ready for it. So for me, it was something around feeling maybe like I was trying to help people that maybe didn't want that help, or whatever it was. You heard what I said. So, and I can just feel, it's like there's cleanness now. It feels clear. It feels ready. It feels easy. It feels better. So that's really good, really important step, is to be able to move through these things quickly and easily, because if you don't and you get stuck on one, it can derail the whole thing. It can really put a wrench in the whatever, in the wheel, especially if there isn't that momentum. If there isn't that fast moving momentum ahead of time, it can really stop it. So, and for me, it's just a little knot in my stomach. It's like, that's how I know it's time to just stop and refocus, clarify what I'm doing. So that's it. When I close my eyes like that, I'm just tuning in and just checking, and like, okay, everything's still good. So it's just being aware of only moving forward when you feel that clarity, when you feel that yes. So now the next level is all about how to start to apply this to the different areas of our life. So in the next video, we'll talk about how to activate our abundance. See you then.